Questions were also raised at the press conference over the United Nations Human Rights Commission report on Sri Lanka due in September and on Sri Lanka's internal investigation on alleged human rights violations.
The last government had same issues related to the alleged human rights violation during the conflict. And the present government did prolong or delay the report, which was supposed to be submitted earlier this year, to September. So what sort of a progress has the present government made regarding this report?
The report will be submitted by the High Commissioner in September. And our assumption is that, as you have seen, the international community is also aware of the changes that are happening in Sri Lanka. You see that there is a shift in the international community in the way they approach Sri Lanka, the way they respond to Sri Lanka, and the way they engage with Sri Lanka. Which is why you also saw Secretary of State of the United States visiting Sri Lanka. So our assumption is that all these things that are happening, the developments, the progress in the north and east, as well as everywhere else in the country as a whole, would be taken into account by the international community when they make a decision in September.
An assurance was given about the internal investigation, but we cannot see a tangible progress in terms of internal investigation regarding alleged human rights violation during the conflict.
Well, if you look at the letter that the Minister wrote to the High Commissioner on the 13th of February this year, you would see that a lot of the undertakings have already been implemented. Even before he wrote the letter, he had already extended an invitation to the High Commissioner for Human Rights to visit Sri Lanka. That itself was a remarkable shift because we were willing to engage with him on addressing issues which previously we were not even willing to discuss. Two, we extended an invitation to the Working Group on Enforced and Involuntary Disappearances. Now, the dates for the visit have been agreed. They are visiting in August. The Special Rapporteur on the promotion of truth, justice, reconciliation, reparation, and guarantees of non-recurrence, he visited Sri Lanka, as you know, and we have held discussions with him, and we continue to remain engaged with him. Similarly, we continue to remain engaged with civil society in Sri Lanka as well as outside.